In this video, let's talk about the history of Reiki. Welcome. Today we will journey through mountains, through temples, and across oceans to trace the sacred origins of Reiki. Reiki is universal life force energy. Whether you're a practitioner or simply curious, understanding the roots of Reiki is a powerful way to honor this gift of healing. Though Reiki as we know it was formally established in the 20th century, the practice of using hands-on healing with spiritual energy is ancient. Across cultures, from shamanic traditions, Taoist alchemy, Vedic healing, Tibetan energy medicine, humans have always reached for unseen life force energy to bring balance, clarity, renewal, healing. In Japan, spiritual traditions such as Shugendo, Tendai Buddhism, and esoteric Shinto laid the groundwork for energy attunement, purification rituals, and divine connection, all of which would later become Reiki's energetic blueprint. Although energy healing has been used since the dawn of time, let's begin the story of Reiki with one man, Mikao Usui. Born in 1865 in Tenyai, Japan, Usui was a deeply spiritual seeker. Usui was widely educated and trained in martial arts and Buddhist philosophy. In his lifetime, Japan was rapidly modernizing. Yet through it all, Usui remained devoted to the inner path, studying medicine and energy healing, sacred texts, and spiritual traditions from around the world. In 1922, at a time of deep personal searching, Usui climbed a sacred mountain north of Kyoto called Mount Kurama on a 21-day fast and meditation. On the final day, he experienced a profound spiritual awakening. A beam of light struck Usui's third eye, initiating a direct transmission of symbols and healing techniques. This was the birth of Usui Reiki Ryoho, the Usui method of spiritual energy healing. Following his awakening, Usui was eager to test out his new healing method. He began to practice Reiki on himself, friends, and family, and soon he started to offer sessions in Kyoto to those in need. During the 1923 Great Kanto earthquake, Usui traveled to Tokyo to offer Reiki to those who were injured and displaced. He worked tirelessly in hospitals, in makeshift healing tents, and clinics. His treatments, often performed with hands-on techniques and spiritual invocation, were said to bring pain relief, emotional calm, and in some cases, total recovery from chronic and acute illness. These real-world results confirmed to Usui that Reiki was not only spiritually profound, but practical. He began to train others and formally established the Usui Reiki Ryoho Gakkai, the Usui Reiki Healing Society. This was so that the practice could be preserved and responsibly passed down. Usui's method was holistic, addressing both mind, body, and spirit. At its foundation were the Gakkai, the 5 Reiki precepts, simple spiritual principles meant to be recited daily. They are as follows. Just for today, do not be angry. Do not worry. Be filled with gratitude. Devote yourself to your work and be kind to people. You see, these were not just affirmations, they were a way of life. For Usui, healing wasn't just about the hands. It was about how we live, how we breathe, and how we return to harmony. After Usui's passing in 1926, His student, Chujiro Hayashi, carried on the lineage. A retired naval officer, Hayashi developed a more systematic approach to Reiki, introducing hand position protocols and clinical models for treating illness. In 1935, a Hawaiian-born Japanese woman named Hawaya Takada came to Hayashi's clinic seeking healing for multiple chronic conditions. After experiencing powerful results, she begged to be trained. Hayashi did eventually initiate her and brought Reiki to the West. Between the 1930s and the 1970s, Takada began teaching and initiated 22 Reiki masters. She emphasized Reiki as a sacred responsibility, blending Eastern mysticism and Western accessibility. She also adapted the oral lineage and emphasized the use of Reiki symbols. After Takada's passing in 1980, Reiki spread globally. Students began forming new schools and systems such as Western Reiki, Karuna Reiki, and Holy Fire Reiki, each carrying the original essence while adding new interpretations. In the 1990s and 2000s, Japanese lineages resurfaced through the work of researchers and practitioners who began reconnecting with Usui's original teachings. Practitioners today are reuniting the Western and the Eastern branches of the Reiki tree, finding depth, tradition, and flexibility. Reiki is not a trend, it is a return to the original and innate healer, a return to universal harmony and to truth, that we are never separate from the source. When you place your hands on yourself or another, you become part of a sacred lineage that flows not just from Mount Karama, but from the dawn of time to the present moment, from countless generations and ancestors all the way up to this present moment. Live it and let it move through you. And through your hands, may Reiki bless all beings. Thank you for joining me today, and if this touched your heart or resonated with you in any way, please share this video or subscribe, follow, hit like, drop me a comment, and let's keep this Reiki energy flowing.